Good evening, youth. It's day 11 of the quarantine, but I'm not losing my cool. And here's why. I'm seeing this as an opportunity to, when I'm not working, sharpen areas of myself. I wanted to give you guys a challenge to get into the Word at least one time a day, which seems obvious, but it's difficult. I remember when I was a new Christian, that was probably the last thing that I started doing. I got saved, I started going to church, I got involved in a group. I didn't start reading my Bible regularly until I graduated college and moved to New Jersey. And actually it was difficult for me. I didn't really know where to begin, and it was a lot of starts and restarts, and I'm in John, I get bored, or I lose track, or I realize I haven't done it for a few days, or then somebody says, "Oh, try Romans," or then I start in Genesis, I get bogged down. I actually found the most difficult thing for me was not where I was starting or how long I was reading or how much of it I was reading, but just the fact that I did not have the discipline in my life at that time to carve out a time of day that was consistent day to day to read. It was just I was making it more complicated than it needed to be. It's actually very simple. I found that my mornings are the same day to day. As soon as the day gets going, as soon as other people get in my day, it changes. And it's harder to nail down. It becomes irregular day to day and week to week. But my mornings, if I wake up early, are the exact same every day. That's changed a little bit with a baby. So I'm in a new season of life with that. But for you, your mornings should be the same, especially now when you're at home. And one of the ways that you can keep from going crazy during this quarantine time is by having a schedule. Discipline is freedom. If you can have specific times a day where you do different things, that'll actually really help. And, just to get back to getting in the Word, one of the things that really helped me actually when I was trying to establish this time in the morning was actually not reading the Word. I actually just started with establishing that time and reading a Devo. And I read My Utmost for His Highest. It's excellent. I'll put a link somewhere. I'm sending this to Jake and he's going to send it out, but I'll have instructions for Jake to give you guys the link here. It's just utmost.org. But this guy's great. And I just took a peek to see what his Devo is for today. Well, actually for tomorrow, which is probably when you'll get this, the 25th. And it's excellent. It's exactly what, it's God. It's perfect. It's perfect for the topic that I wanted to talk about. Talking about what's important to be doing. Like, what should you be focusing on right now? Should you be focusing on Christian work or what, in this time of quarantine? What should you be sharpening? What's most important? And so you'll have to read the Devo to find out. But I want to challenge you to read this Devo every day. It's short, but it's heavy. It's profound, and I trust that God will speak to you through it. So try to carve out 5-10 minutes every day, every morning. Make this part of your routine. What I used to do is I'd pour myself a bowl of cereal because I was always really tired. But if I was eating, I wouldn't fall asleep reading it, right? And so I would prop the book up, and I'd have my bowl of cereal, and as I was eating, I would read the Devo. And by the time I finished my bowl of cereal, I would have read the Devo. I think you guys can do that. Let me know.